It's Sunday, and that can only mean one thing. The hardest word games challenge on the internet. 12 word games, 40 minutes, one rotund, ginger-bearded British man. It's your host, GinJanner!
Thank you, yes! Welcome back to the Super Sunday Challenge, the hardest word games challenge on the internet. Last week was indeed a pretty good run. Very proud of the Word 500 solve. However, Fibble let us down. Very difficult word of diode. Couldn't be helped. So, same format again. Let's see what we can do this week. And it's Spottle. Look at this. We got 3 available. I think we want to be doing... What do we want? I think E, A, and S. I think. Probably phase. Let's go with that. Yeah, S. None of those, though. Let's assume it's S at the beginning. Then we want T and potentially L out the way. Is stour a word? It is. Oh, wow. It is probably S-T-O. Thinking now stock. Let's go instead clink. I think we want C's and L's. No way. I think we want K and N. Let's go need. It's got to be stock, isn't it? Stock. I caught it early. Could have got that. I just noticed I haven't started the clock. It's fine. Thankfully, noticed on the first game, 2.5 minutes of recording time, so all I need to do is take 2.5 minutes off. But I'm getting so excited by the word games, of course I'm going to be making these mistakes. Right, stock. It's a great starter. 5 lives gone. Not great. What else then? Maybe store, because I'm now thinking R and E are probably going to be quite good. Yep. Confirmed. Let's go steer for placement. Not double E. Whoa. Alright. At least it's not ER. E is going to be potentially second at this point. Maybe we go reach. Wow. Haha. This is pretty good. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Rehab, probably. Yeah, rehab. Wow. Took me a little moment to work that out. We're flying along. 35 minutes. Stock and rehab. We need some more progress definitely on those letters. That's pretty good. Maybe we want to test the vowel. E at the end. Maybe V. Let's go suave. I just suspected it was an AVE. Now we just need to work out what on earth is going on here. Probably an R now. Could be grave. It could be crave. Oh, it could be brave as well. So crave, brave, and grave. In which case, we want to go crave. Yeah, because it's now definitely brave. Wow. That was good work, because if I'd have gone grave, could have been a problem here. But that's fine. Brave is the word. On to word peaks. Stock. That is incredible news getting the S. Rehab and brave. S. Probably going to be that. Now let's go slips. No way. Double S. That is not a vowel. In which case, that is probably going to be an I. Could be silts. Could be silts. Oh, no. Sinus, of course. Oh, wow. I did wonder because word peaks kind of operates on the same rules of wordle in that silts... Yeah, just not the kind of word you'd expect, but sinus makes a lot of sense. Polygonal mini. Oh, wow, sinus. I think as soon as I start the clock, I'm surely going to get it. There's an E, that's an E. That's got to be that, it's got to be that, it's got to be this. Nice. No messing about, onto Exordal, and incredible scenes. Look at this. 9 letters, including an incredible number of greens. Nothing is jumping out. We have 4 letters we don't know which location. Vinyl feels good because vinyl floors. Remember, the words are vaguely connected. Should we just run vinyl? It's not necessarily defensive play. No. That was a misstep. I got excited. Vinyl floor, big misstep. We got to tread carefully now. We still have 4 letters we don't have the location of. No letters in 4th. And it can't be U or A, interestingly. If it can't be U or A, it's going to be T or L. Could even be both. Should have gone for placement. Can't believe it. I've got a rush of blood to my head to try and do a quick solve. ended up being a real disaster. Let's look at the end letter now. Only got an S, can't be an L. Of course, it could be a T, could it be an A, it could be a U. And it could be absolutely something else. I'm not seeing this. I'm thinking we need to go full filler. The U is the one we know very little about. We need to test the L or T in the fourth position. Could, for example, do... because I'm worried about D as well. Could be like a DA. Wow. Gone dull. Quite expect that to be a word. But that has given us a huge amount of information. Possibly the best thing we could have got out of that situation, as we now have certainty on... basically, we've got 9 greens. Volt is an obvious one. What on earth is the second word? If only I'd gone dolt on that first guess. We've got rings. I can't think of the second word, apart from rings. Should we just run Volt? Wow. In which case, what on earth is this? We know it is definitely R-I-N, something S. Should we just go rings? I couldn't think of anything else. Volt and rings. Unbelievable stuff. Taking a moment to compose myself after that very, very challenging exordal solve. And we got to pick one of the words to move on to Fuseli. And I have decided I'm going to go with rings. One tile in the row is a lie. Haha. Guess must repeat a letter. Do I double down on the R? On the assumption that R is correct? We could go like prior. Let's do it anyway. Wow, we got lucky with the P. But we've now ruled out... so we've ruled out R being in the word at all. In which case, we know R is the lie. I-N-G and S, not in there at all. Great stuff. O and R, definitely not in. That's quite useful. Thinking about P words. I'm thinking peach. No, not peach. Not even close. Let's go with all new letters. Well, this is going to be confusing. Colors inverse. Blue tiles mean another letter from your guess is in that spot. So we have to now work out... this is complicated. So we want L... in, because it could still be L. It can't be E. Oh no, there could still be an E there. That's the trouble. We know that's going to be a P. Maybe we go mailed? Is that a word? There is melee, but we don't want to use that. Bailed. This could be a word. Wow. Alright, we ruled out all of those letters. Right. What do we think it could be? What's next? I reckon that's going to be a U. Could be puffy. No, because that can't be F. Putty? Could be putty. But let's just go with that. Yeah, it's got to be putty, I think. Yeah, it is. Ooh, that was a little bit confusing, but I think we did well. On to Pix letters. Putty is the word. We want to run fees immediately. That last letter. All 5 LEDs lit. In my view, it's either going to be an I, less likely at the end of the word, or T. I think we're looking at a T. Beginning is probably... actually, I don't know. Could be a W, could be an H, could be an N. But it's that second letter that's kind of throwing me a little bit, because that's probably more likely to be an R, looking at all of the available options. Could be WR, could be A. This is a U. UR. These last 2 letters, because they look like they could be double T. What else could they be? Oh, it could be ET. ET? I'm just going to run rack because, yeah, I was really struggling to really understand what on earth is going on. Now that's put that in an interesting position. I think it's definitely ET. Now that's looking like a C or a G in the third position, or an S. Oh, an S would feel a lot more likely. Could be E set. No, hold on. Second letter can't be an E because of the top. And it can't be, it's not an R. Upset. Wow, I've taken up all my time, but I think the word is upset. That has taken me, yeah, that, talk about upset. Oh no. Oh, well, we managed to get Pix letters at least. On to Fibble. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty much for pride. We're definitely going to run out of time. By the way, I was given this tip that if you right-click, you're able to highlight things, which is really useful. Right, well, that's the lie right there. If that's the lie, then T's in, and that's the lie there, meaning S is in. Let's just go coast. Right. I think we go boost, double O. Now, is it B or is it O? Could just be moist. Not moist. But now it either begins with M or doesn't have I in that position. But it can't be both. So it could be joust. J is the lie there. What are we certain here? We're certain that those are correct. Let's take a quick look at the lies. I think A is a lie. Yeah. Which then is consistent with boost there. Wait a sec. We've only tested the A once. It could be roast. Roast is another option. Does that fit? Yes, it does. Yeah. Wow. That was almost another failure. But I think that was a good solve in the end. It was methodical, but I had to be quick because the clock is against me. Putty. Upset. Roast. Needing a quick solve. T. Got to be first. Something E. Now, it could be ED, but I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's towel. Ooh. The fight back is coming. Quaddle, though, is not something you can easily rush. All now rides on how good these next games are for me. It could be illy up at the top, thinking that double L, but wouldn't want to rely on it. We've got a lot of letters, but they're all yellows. Wow, 3 vowels. We know that T is in second position, for sure, looking at the placement, and there is only one T. I think it's a tone. Good. What does that look like for any others? Not helpful. I'm thinking we just run a filler, maybe just milky, in the hope that that's the word. No. And the top right, it's something that I think above is wider. All right, we've got that. Doesn't help us with any of the other words. We run out of time. I'm not surprised, to be honest. And then top right, no clue, really. I was just thinking it's going to be like BL, CL. I'm thinking it's going to be Icily. I really do. Yeah, it is. What a horrible word. I mean, a little thinking about that for a minute, I suddenly thought, oh, hold on, we've not ruled that out. And then we're back to this monstrosity. On the bottom left, Icily. Irk. E-R-K. Kind of makes sense. A jerk? No. I've just noticed it's either going to be break or freak, actually. Break or freak. Let's go break. It was freak. I don't believe it. It was a 50-50. Freak was the word. It's a big fat F for Quaddle. Moving on to Hardle. It was horrible. The time pressure, difficult words. Never mind. We're just playing for pride now. Well, these are all yellows. I was thinking blur. No T. I'm just going to run with it. Wow. Okay, that was a bit lucky. Blurb. These words, man. Blurb. Some weeks it's just not going to go your way. I think this is definitely one of them. We're on to word 500. Are we going to have a full run of 1 yellows? Which is the hardest. Okay, thank goodness. We get at least a red 5. Oh! We got some letters to play with. I'm immediately thinking that R is definitely one of the greens. That puts that the yellow. Could even be A. But no, if it's R, then A is out. Could be K. I think it's this. P and Y will be then out. This feels the most likely. R-U. I think drunk is the word. I think it is. There we go. Drunk is the word. There we have it. It was a difficult word 500 solve, but we did it pretty quickly. But overall, we did not get it in time, and we lost on Quaddle. 50-50, break versus freak. Some difficult words to manage there, but we just need to build upon it. Next week, let's hope for a little better run. Thank you, all of you, for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for the Super Sunday Challenge. Whatever you got planned, have yourself a lovely week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.